Hey, it's craft time. How are you? I'm okay. Just a little out of sorts tonight. Story time in a moment. I'll try not to get too deep into complaining about the past, but it's there. Hi. So I'm die cutting tonight, a whole bunch of these. So we're just gonna keep going with it. And then as I'm working on this tonight, I'm just a little grumpy at stuff of the past. Um, there's my die. I'm like, where's my die here? It's from the Love of Spring dies. They're really, really nice. Anyway, so the story of today is, so at the new job, I'm doing the workplace, the new employee onboarding training and all that. And of course, the first course that comes up is workplace, harassment and discrimination and bullying and all that stuff. And I'm like, ugh. And the reason of, it's bringing up memories of a place I used to work at that, yeah, I was subject to all that crap. It still fucking bothers me. Sorry, I'm cursing now. I usually don't curse, but I slipped on that one anyway. So it still bothers me, and it's like, and I'm doing today's training, thinking like, yeah, like this is why, it's ridiculous. Like, it's like, why is it, people have to choose to target me? This is of the past anyway. Like, thankfully it is of the past. But it's still frustrating. It's like, because I'm reading this thing and I'm going over it, and like I totally agree. If someone is being harassed, bullied, discriminated in the workplace and all that, obviously, yeah, speak up, do something. And that's what I'm reading today. Hey, Elaine. Yeah, I'm tired. You know, it's funny. I call my mom tonight because every day I gotta talk to her. She's complaining I don't sound happy enough. And I'm like, tired. I had a different kind of day. I'm doing, the workplace training thing. And I walked the doodles in the rain. So, yeah, maybe I'm a little more tired than normal. Anyway. But at least you're not complaining about her. She's complaining to me that I sound tired. I don't sound happy enough. Well, part of it is I'm frustrated. Just old memories of place I used to work at some time ago. Because the training I'm going to right now is that workplace harassment, bullying, discrimination stuff. And it hit me in a way today that I didn't want to hit me, but it did. Remembering, it's like at the place that I was being targeted, I brought it up, nothing was done. I brought it up again when it was a group thing of, hey, let's air out issues. They lied, they denied, instead of, actually working to resolve the problem. And it's like, yeah, it's just a crummy thing. So it's bugging me tonight. But it is the past, thankfully. And then like the other thing was that also came to mind was, they totally lied. And I know they lied. And, it's just crappy. Like, why lie? I don't know. Why they're afraid I'm gonna do something. Like, and then one of the phrases in the training talked about if someone's being discriminated, they're under increased scrutiny. Yeah, I was under increased scrutiny at that place. Frustrating. Like, they wouldn't even talk to me about the real issue. They lied that, oh, everyone else is under the same plan. No, they weren't. It was weird to see that my scrutiny reports were being attached to my weekly paid, my timesheet thing, and I'm like, why? Like, it just was ridiculous, this whole nonsense I went through. And there's another thought I had about it. It's just, the lies and whatever. So in this case, this die cut machine is having difficulty. I've used quite a bit of it tonight. So I'm going to reverse the plates. It usually helps if I do that, because I think it's had a good run. But anyway. But yeah, it's just stuff for the past eating away at me. Or, oh yeah, I remember the other thing is, and it's like, oh, they're on about, oh, there's been no company communications with the lead bully or whatever. And I'm like, again, lies. Because I know there was communication on their company devices dishing about I'm a wacko, that, you know, they're trying to get rid of me and whatever. So it's like, yeah. Just kind of makes a sour mood when I'm going through the new company training and remembering all this nonsense from before. It's like, yeah. Which helps set the mode of, hey, I'm in a better place. And that's the whole idea. So, yeah, once I get some rest, I'll do a little better. I'm having a hell of a time with this die cut machine. Okay, so in the event that this is not lining up very well, which is not, another thing you can do is offset the plate sandwich. So I'm going to move the top one in more and see if it helps grab it. Which it's not. Sometimes you get really good progressive at it, but it's not. Yeah, I know I need to move on. Yeah, I know. It's part of, hey, how I deal with things. I talk about things. So, it is what it is. Alright, I was going to offset the plates again. And it's not going tonight. There we go. But it's also the time of the month for me is coming up this week. So, yeah, I'm a little more emotional than normal, which makes sense. So, yeah. Oh well. So that was today. So tonight's quest, which will not be done all tonight, no way, no how, is I'm die cutting a whole whack of these white tags. And I have a lot more to get through. Ooh, I got a card falling over on the dog almost. And I was just late getting onto the video tonight because the Doodles decided to have a late night snack. It's like, okay. But I'm trying to get some stuff done. So again, just going to try to offset the plates. See if that helps. There we go. It's coming good. Oh, thanks, Elaine. So a lot of these sheets of paper I cut ahead of time. They're roughly 1 inch. Some are a little less, based on the original project I had these for. So some of these are slightly cropped when it comes through, but that's okay. And then roughly 2 3/4 inches is for the length, roughly. Unless I measured it wrong, which could happen. And then this machine's being a little bit of a pain. It's just because I've used so much of it tonight. It's having more challenges trying to cut it. And yeah, just trying to work with it. So yeah, bit by bit. And then after this phase, which is not going to be done tonight, I still have to actually cut and then die cut the full tag portion. So that will probably be on tomorrow night's video, probably. And then again, I might still be on these tomorrow night. Still lots to get done. And I'm using scraps on this. So I posted on the team Facebook group because I'm hosting this week. As well on here. Okay, that is not going right now. And I'm super warm. I'm wearing like a heavy sweater. Because I was cold earlier. And now I'm like sweating. I'm like, yay. Now I'm too warm because I'm die cutting. So try offsetting the plates again. Ooh, I got papers sliding everywhere. Okay, it's not wanting to take tonight. The joys of being frustrated. So back it up. Offset the plates some more. To make the sandwich of the plates differently. See if this will go. Okay, I seem to have a really big problem with papers on the floor. I might need to rotate the plates again. No, this is not working tonight. Okay, I'm getting tired too. I'm tired, obviously, trying to do this. Okay, let's pull it out. Let's rotate the plates again. I also find the machine, when it's well loved, has a little bit more difficulty trying to do this. Oh, okay, let's do this again. So, I had a heck of a time tonight with this project. There we go. At least I don't have to assemble them all. Well, hope not. I already have a customer request for 10 tags. And then I got my tags class next month. So whatever's left over from this is going to go towards the class anyway. So that's part of my strategic planning of this project. But I'll have to assemble a good portion of them at some point. Because most likely, because even this shape, even if I don't use it for this project, this is a great shape for any sort of project in the future. So that's where I planned it considerably. My plan for this. Yeah, this thing is not liking me tonight. Which means I think the cosmic world is telling me, take a break. That might be a good idea. So I'm just going to try rotating the plates. See if that helps a little. But taking a break doesn't always compute well when too much to get done. There we go. It also helps if you load the die and the paper to the back end of the plate, not the front. I like to have the front for some reason. It's like an OCD thing, but it doesn't really work so well when they're getting worn out. So, another tip for if you're die cutting is try to load at the back here. I know it's slightly off camera, but that's okay. So let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. But it's just, yeah, doing this with my arm like way too many times. And it's something to keep in mind. This will come loose. So caution for anybody who uses a die cut machine, especially the Stampin' Up! Ones. Both versions will fall apart at some point. And really, make sure you don't lose the pieces, put it back together, and you're good to go. So occasionally, if I know I'm doing a lot of die cutting like this, I will at some point stop and tighten it up, because I don't want it to fall and Buddy eats it. So, because he would too. So, but I also feel how wiggly it is if it's becoming a problem. Because yeah, it's a little wiggly. It's getting there. Probably I'm due to fix it. Let's do that now. That way I don't have a serious problem later. So I don't know the exact way to fix it, but here's the way I know. So first of all, close it up. Makes it easier. Turn it on its side. I'm gonna grab a pokey stick, and I'll do it on camera. That would help too. There's a little rubbery thing that I will pull it out. No super easy way to grab it, but there we go. That you can see there's a plus sides screw. I forget which type. I'm not good on my screws. And then what I do is I grab a screwdriver, which I do have one somewhere here. That is eluding me. Of course it is. It's like, okay, now I want my screwdriver. Where'd it go? I'm looking for it. Oh, I see it. I see it. So I was going to bring it back towards me. So screwdriver in. And I'm hitting the camera. Okay, I got to do it slightly off camera. Sorry. And just screw it back together. So this version takes a screwdriver. I was going to bring it closer towards me here. Make sure it gets in nicely well. Now, the bigger version comes with an Allen key to be able to do this. Okay, that is much nicer. So then that little piece that I popped out, put that back in, and there we go. Just something to keep in mind with your Stampin' Up! Die cut machines. When they're well loved, they will fall apart. So try to stay on it and keep it from being a bigger problem. But yeah, it was funny. So my mom gave me heck for I don't sound happy enough. I'm like, well, I'm not allowed to be tired. So I took the doodles for the full walk tonight. Because I haven't done that in a while with them. And even though, like, I went outside and it wasn't really raining. And I start walking and it starts raining. And I'm like, okay, great. But I decided to stick with it anyway tonight. Because I was in the right mood to go for a walk. And even though it was wet, I kind of enjoyed it. It was really nice to get it with the dogs. I think they weren't as happy with the rain. But it was better for them that they got a little more exercise than normal. Because I've been a lot busy the last couple of weeks. So they were definitely happier pups, I think. Then we got home and they were full on zoomies. And I'm like, of course. Then they were later eating tonight. I'm like, of course. So it's cute. Hey, you're welcome. Hey, it's something that I've come across on my own, that using the die cut machines, that the handles will come loose after a while. Well, it also depends how often you use it too. I've had a good run of both these machines over time. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, it's walk the doodles. It was good. And then tonight got some stuff done. I have a task list. Yeah, the God of the rain, eh? But like it wasn't like heavy rain, but it was a nice drizzly rain. And I'm like, I'm out anyway. No one else is out, which is kind of nice. That way I'm not running into other people and dogs so much. Okay, there we go. So it was good. So I use an app to keep track of tasks. It's called Asana. Asana. It's okay. It's not my super preference for what I need, but it's super useful because you can get the desktop version, you get the phone version. They sync with each other, so which is pretty cool. So it's super handy for keeping track of things, tasks, notes. More tasks than notes, but say there's a task. Like say for example, I do a lot of reading off and on. So one of my guilty readings has been The Babysitter's Club. That all its variations have been slowly reading. Well, I use Asana to keep track of which titles have I read, because I use the library card to borrow online, and I can't read them all in sync. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Tony. So I try to, whenever I can grab a copy, keep track of which titles I've yet to read. So super, super handy. Anyway, and then most nights I try to come home, try to work on some of the task list, and most nights I don't really get much done, but I also use it to keep track of things. So say a customer is asking for something specific, I'll put my task list. Like for example, Elaine, I have a tab just for you, keeping track of all the stuff that we go on about, like the paper pumpkin kits, the packets, cards, etc. So etc. like that. And for me, it's really, really useful. So, but I happily knocked off a couple small tasks today. And I got tasks on there that's been there forever. And I'm like, I can't make time. So again, all in the new year, making time to get this stuff done. Okay, I cannot get this. So, I'll probably go on for a little while longer tonight. Obviously, these plates are not working for me. Whew. Okay, offset the sandwich. Try again. Okay. I'm tired. Alright, I'm going to switch the plates. The sandwich. That might help a little. Because that piece is like half cut right now. So I don't want to muck it up. Alright. Try it again. Yeah, it's been quite an adventure here. I am looking forward to the weekend. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Whew. Okay, I'm worn out. I am totally worn out. But yeah, I find as I get older, I can't remember stuff like I used to. But I've put so much It's like I have a conversation with someone, they say they're looking for something, I put my tasks, etc., etc. Super handy. Anyway. Okay, I need a break for a sec. I don't have, well, no, I still got a fair bit to go, but compared to, this is more than the other piles, so I'm making good progress here. It's just, wow, this is kicking my butt tonight. The joys of doing something out there. I was having a conversation with someone about that today, because we're on about this time of the year for a lot of us direct sellers, crafters, etc., who do it as a business of some sort. We are super busy. This is the busiest season, and we're go, 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 go. We take on more than we should, yes, because the vendor event for Saturday, they have still some vacancies. So I reached out to two friends who I know they're dabbling into their own vendor events, so I give them a heads up on, in case they're interested, which they're not. One of them was borderline, but then she remembered she's got something else going on. I'm like, that's fine. But we're talking about, because she's on about she wants to take a break from what she's doing for a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, my break isn't going to come until a few weeks from now. But it makes sense. We all need to, we get it crazy into a hobby and go, 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 go. We need a break to be able to reset and, come back fresh-minded, ready to go. I'm definitely due for a break because I've had a busy season more behind the scenes, working on the puzzle packets, card stuff, Evelyn's donation thing, plus now the vendor events. Yeah, I definitely need a break. But we're talking about the obsession of we take on more than we should, and we do. We really, really do. Whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, well, that's to be determined. But it's fun though. In some way, it's like this addictive fun. We get this adrenaline rush out of it, out of doing this stuff. That although I have my deadline for pretty much Friday night to have everything packed, I'm still busting my butt this week, doing what I can to get there. And I've even added a task for this week. Of course I did. Of course I do. So, I don't know. It just gives us, some of us creatives, it does something for us that really helps fuel us to really get into this mode and go, 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 go. If that makes any sense. Anyway. Yep, this is telling me take a break. I can't seem to get this to feed through very well. That's okay. Let me try again. Yeah, it is not feeding. And people have offered to help me, but it's this isn't something I can just, yeah, here you go. Go ahead, play with it. This is stuff that I'm working on that requires the right tools, the amount of time it takes to do this. Plus, I'm kind of a person that I like things done my way. So, it's hard for me to delegate this stuff out. I know I should in the future, but the problem with delegating is the people who have offered to help me with the prep and that, they don't have the tools. And I'm not going to acquire extra tools for other people to borrow, because everybody means well in the world, but I'm very much, this is my stuff. So, yeah, it just makes it complicated for when working my butt off on a project and it's I need help, but I gotta facilitate somehow if I'm gonna have help. And it's just difficult to set up sometimes for certain people who they want to help, but it's not so possible. Especially with the dyes I'm using. For example, this dye tonight, this is the only one I have of that. I don't buy extras of the same dyes, so unless there's a specific reason. So, yeah, it just makes it harder. It's a labor of love, I will say that, doing all this work. I am intending to end soon. It's just, I started chatting up a new topic. And there's one person in mind out there. She's like, you can do it, you can do it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm also realistic calculating. Yeah, to be fair, I don't know how long it takes to do this step tonight. But say I'm doing the whole whack of these. It takes hours. First, cut the paper down to a size. And then you're seeing the difficulty I'm having die cutting in one sitting. Like, this takes a lot of time and effort that I have to burn myself out to make it to the deadline. Yeah, like the independence, I am too. Like, as much as I love help, but I'm also nitpicky about little things. Like, I mean, get this run through, which is not run through. Like, I like things done a certain way of how I do things. And maybe that's an independence thing, but it just makes it challenging and hard when, like, there's times where I'll allow someone to help with something, and then I'm cringing because that is not how I do it. And I've watched people rip my things apart unintentionally. It wasn't like they're trying to destroy my stuff. But I'm like, ugh, like, have more care on what you're playing with. And it sucks, you know? Like, then again, I've been on the flip side too. I've been the one where I'm helping someone else. And I'm like, oh crap, I broke their thing. I'm so sorry. Like, and they took it really well. Because it's like, obviously they're not going to yell at me in the middle of an event. But it's like, oh God. Like, I feel horrible, you know. Like, one time, somebody ripped one of my stamps. It's one of the red clanks with the sticker. And then they went to pull it off. And it was like, rip! And I'm like, please don't do that. Like, now you've mucked my stamp with the sticker on it. And it's like, now I gotta fix it somehow. Like it. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I'm particular. I'm glad you were late, Elaine. It's like, it's just, I love crafting with people, but this is my stuff. So, but I'm learning to let go of that a little better. I'm learning that when I do the trailer events, the stuff I bring, either I'm going to cut it for them or I'll let them. But it's like, I'm getting better with more accepting that stuff's going to get broken, stuff's going to get ripped. Like, what's interesting is the Seal Plus refills, because that's the ones I usually buy. Hey, Donna. I'm finding a lot of the times they're falling apart in the inside, which is creating issues. So I don't know if it's a user thing or if it's a me thing, but I've had it multiple times now. I go do some sort of event and this thing falls apart in the inside, and I'm like, how does this keep happening? I don't know. Like, so I've been pretty cool with, hey, it falls apart, okay, I take it, I take time to fix it, and we move on. So anyway, hey Donna, it's me ranting tonight. Literally complaining about life. Yeah, I start off the video pretty more sad and down, and I will start crying actually. Just stuff bugging me lately. And it's bugging me because it's my time of the month, and knowing that, yep, right in time for my vendor events, I'm gonna be a little more stressed and hormonal. I'm like, great. So I'm trying to roll with it. And I'm fighting making a lot of these white tags tonight. And they're taking a long time to make. And this is not the final step of this version of the project. Yeah. But it's worth it. Yeah, because when I was preparing to get ready for the video, I was late getting on because the doodles decided, oh, we're now going to eat when, I was going to do my video. Well, okay. So, made sure they ate. I was slightly annoyed at them that they've had their food out and they chose not to eat until like over an hour later because I need to supervise their feeding. One of them will eat the other's bowl, and then one of them will overeat usually. So we got, I'm in better with, I let them kind of be a little bit when they're gonna eat. But and I'm sweating in the sweater. So, but what I know, like tonight, it was like 9:15. I heard Ivy starting to chow down. I'm like, okay, well, let me go see what's going on. That way I can entice Buddy to eat some as well, because he hasn't even touched it up until after 9:30. So it's all good. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just wearing myself out tonight. All for good reason. But yeah. But it's interesting the things that trigger us, sometimes. The things that stresses us, the bothers. And sometimes it comes on naturally, like, or just randomly. And just gotta heal and move on. Working on it. Slowly. Still in pain, though. Oh, and then last night, I fell in the shower. I did, actually. Not bad or anything. It was like, I'm in the shower. Oh, I cannot get this to go right now. And it was that moment where I washed my hair, I rinsed it, there's suds coming down, and then I stepped to do something. I forget what I was doing. I moved my foot, and then I slid. I didn't fall down, but it was enough of a, it hurt. So my left knee is now tweaked. And I'm like, great. It's not bad or anything. It's just a little sore. I'm going to see if I reverse the dyes. Yeah, welcome to the difficulty of doing this. Oh, Ivy's here. Or is that... No, that's Buddy, actually. Okay, I'm losing track of who's who. I thought he was under me. He's under me now. Anyway. Come on. Okay, this is not going tonight. Okay, the cosmic world. I know I've said it many times. Take a break. I'd like to. I'll get there. Hi, sweetie. He's poking me from under the table. Like, Mommy, what are you doing? You're making all this noise. And he is my therapy dog. As in, he's also an emotional dog, too. He knows that I'm emotional. And then when he's emotional, he comes to me and that. So, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I'm okay from the shower thing. But it was like, ugh. Because I got up this morning and my knee hurt. And I'm like, great. I got to walk the doodles. Okay, this is not going tonight. So, yeah. It was just one of those things. It's like, no, this is not good. But yeah, Buddy's definitely giving me attention tonight. Okay. I can't get this. I can't get this tonight. I know, I gotta take a break. I got a lot done. Part of me wants to get it done tonight, but it's not gonna happen. But I don't want to give up on the idea yet. Sometimes if you really, really spin it hard, like fast, it'll go through. It just needs that go, go, go push. But it's like when you've been doing this several times tonight, it's like I've had enough. And then my wrist that's going is the one with my fitness thing on it. So I'm sure my numbers for exercise is higher than normal right now. Yeah, it is definitely a workout tonight. Ugh. So it's a fun one though, sometimes. Yeah. And then I keep curling up paper on the table. Alright, I gotta get through this. Okay, and I just try, just keep rotating the plates, see if it helps. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Try to offset the sandwich. That way they're not all super lined up perfectly. And then keep going. I can't get it. Okay. Offset a little more. Try again. There we go. Okay. go. We're getting there. At least I'm laughing now versus earlier. Alright, let's do it again. Anyway. But yeah, very soon I am going to log off. How many I'm doing? 100. I'm a good at least 75% through. Oh, I can't get it. I can't get it. And then I gotta do another 100 tomorrow night. And the next night of different paper. So I'm just gonna curl the one piece of paper under my desk, because under the glass mat, because it's curling up on me. You put your hand flat on plate. Yeah, that might help too. But I've done that too, but I find I need to hold here to be able to get it to go. But yeah, I think I know what you mean. I've done that too, where I'll nudge, like pushing in kind of thing, but I find no, I need to kind of hang on to it. Okay, rotate the plates again. Because even the die is getting warped too. That's how much I've used this really cool die. So yeah, so I'm kind of using the hand to push. I was. But I find I can't seem to get it. Sometimes I'll use my arm to nudge. Okay, I guess I'm going to offset the plates a little bit. See if it helps. Alright, I got to offset some more. Can't get it. This is gonna do me in. Alright, I'm gonna push it back and then try again. There we go. Okay. Good workout tonight. Alrighty. So the reason for it's 100 is what I'm cutting. Multiple reasons. Part of it is for the vendor event. It's the make and take. Yes, this is the mini die cut machine. So these are 3-inch plates across, or just over 3 inch anyway. Well, more like 3.5 to 4 anyway. So what I'm doing is pieces towards the make and take for the weekend. The Christmas tags. And why I'm doing 100 is because I'm crazy sometimes. I am also planning that the same tags will be used for the card class anyway. So even if the events flop, I still need 60 of these anyway, because the card class participants for next month, it's 20 and 20 and 20. So it's more work now, but in some sense, if the event just doesn't do as well and I've got extra pieces, that's fine, because I can definitely use them for next month. So, a lot of pain now to save later. And if it turns out that this weekend goes really well, even better, Because I'm hoping that people, because I'm going to have the cards make and take. And I'm having this as well. I'm kind of hoping people might be more inspired to make more than one Christmas tag. So that's why I planned 100 over 2 events kind of thing. The likelihood of using up the 100, slim to none. But I'd rather come in prepared. So there we go. That's the part of the strategy that I'm having for tonight. Is just keep plugging away at this. Keep going. Keep die cutting. And yeah, I'm getting there. But yeah, this is a small. I like using the small one for doing stuff like with the small dies. Like the big one's cool too, but it's just big and heavy. But worst case, if I ever have a problem with this machine, I can pull up the other one and keep going. So if for some reason this machine totally falls apart, I'm still good. I still have the backup. I prefer the Mini, actually. I do have a Sizzix as well. I haven't used it in years. I'm not a big fan of it. I really don't like it. But I love this one. Love these two. Because this one is, I can measure in a moment the size of the plate. And it's not coming. Labor of love. Okay, I can't get it. Rotate the plates. Go, go, go. Go, go, Power Kitty. It's half cut. Not where I want to go with it, though. Alright, rotate. This one's going to be a little bit mucked up. You never know. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm hoping for a good weekend. The tags are really, really cute. So I'm definitely hoping. Okay, it is not coming. I find the plates on my Sizzix get more warped than these ones, personally. I'm not a fan of it. Like, it just makes it makes it harder to run the Stampin' Up! Stuff through it for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. Woo! That shot across the table. Again, the cosmic world's telling me to go to bed. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment and I gotta grab all that crap that just went flying across the table. Hi, buddy. Take it easy. I'd show you, but I'm not. But I keep another garbage bin, and the plate went flying and took it out. So I've got pieces of paper all where it shouldn't be. That was funny. Alright, well, so essentially all this went flying. I'm gonna dump it into my bigger recycle box. Yeah, that was funny. So, okay, now, Garrett, I got my pieces still. Yay! Okay, that was entertaining. And that one has a defect in it, so it's gonna go. So that was too bad. We were doing so good there, and then it didn't work. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Cosmic World's telling me to go to bed. Anyway, bye!